In this video series, me and the VTuber Census team will be reacting to comments left anonymously by VTubers at the bottom of our VTuber Spring 2022 Census. Check the first video on the VTuber Census if you haven't already, and please remember to check out the socials of everyone involved in this project in the link below. So without further ado, our first category of comments: Gatekeeping and Oversaturation. Are you guys ready for the first one? Skylar's reading this one. And then we'll go to.
I can't read anything.
I'm going to post it. Here we go.
Just post one by one.
VTubers could be a lot more successful if they branched out in their content and art style. Everyone is trying to fit in the same niche, which makes them oversaturated. So, did you want me to react to that, or would you like?
Now we can all react.
Okay, that's like on the spot. Everyone is really, they are focused on the same things that they see because it's popular. People need to branch out to their specific strengths, to their weaknesses. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm frustrated that people don't see that. They see, oh, this works, so we're gonna do it. It's like, no, be original, please.
Make a gimmick.
Anyways, make a gimmick. Even Gunter thinks so. Even Gunter thinks so. Please.
Yeah, Gunter's in. He's like, yeah, gimmick it up. Do it.
Gunter's as strong-willed about this as I am. The fact that so many people will see the same meme and they will try to make different variations of it. They will try to recreate it in their own VTuber. That's not going to get you the views. That's not going to get you the likes. You might get a couple of laughs, but they will not follow you. But they're not going to follow you because they already saw it. It's not interesting. People don't like that.
I wonder how much people kind of do this now because of TikTok. Because TikTok has that thing where it's like, it makes you do the trends, right? Like you have the like audio that's given to you and your job is to make a video of that audio like everyone else.
Right.
And that's how those things trend.
I mean, I agree with all of you. I have felt this for a long time, which is kind of why I rebranded. I decided, okay, no more streaming. I'm going to do something that makes sense for me, as opposed to when I debuted, I literally had a traditional HoloLive debut, down to PowerPoint, song cover, model reveal, everything was just ripped straight from HoloMyth, because they are who inspired me to finally do it.
I think that's the motivation for a lot of people, because let's say it's the newer generation people, they might look up to Noctics, right? And they might see that certain people might be more horny, or maybe they're just like, you know, catboy energy. But it's like, just generally, it's more about what can you provide that other people cannot. Because at this point, you're copying someone else and you're going to be a worse version of themselves. So you might as well try to do something that you can gain inspiration from other people, but you don't want to copy them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, copying the personality is so much worse than having an unoriginal model. The fact that we have like 20 billion Iron Mouse, Vebe, and Yenners roaming around. Yeah. That might help your growth because it's easy to, you know, find clippers to clip you because that's the kind of humor that is popular now. But I think it'll stunt your growth in the long run unless you can top the people who originated that kind of content. So it's like short-term success for you to be.
Queen, let's go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you, commenter, for hitting the nail on the head. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the inclusivity for non-creators, people who tweet only. It's nice to be so welcoming for users on a budget, but if you're not actually oh my gosh, Gunter!
I wrote it.
I love
on the top
so
baby.
much.
But if you're not actually generating content, you're just a consumer. And tweets, no matter how much of a banger they might be, are not content.
Interesting.
What a hot take.
So VTubers who only tweet aren't VTubers, and tweets aren't content, is basically what they said.
Right. So if you will, for a second, if you watch any popular movies, let's say it's a Marvel movie, the most popular things, other than let's say Marvel themselves, is going to be the memes that are created from them. and that comes from creativity from it. So if you were to create a meme from, let's say, Niji Sanji from V Shoujo from Hololive, you would pop off. Honestly, more of the content that I see on YouTube that I want to watch on YouTube and Twitter is the meme content. It's the really, really good edits of streams, right? Because I don't really watch the streams that much. I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah, I mean, I can only say, like, I respectfully disagree with you.
Yeah.
Tweeting's hard.
It's so hard.
I like, my tweets are half-truths built upon my feeble life experiences touching grass occasionally. And man, like, it's taken me a year to learn how to properly compose a tweet. It's hard.
Can't.
Like, yeah, there's a few examples where some people, like, get lucky, right? They've tweeted a few times and then get, like, 10,000 followers, but I don't know. Good on them.
Right.
Good on them. Hope they use it well.
But that's off of, like, one tweet or maybe a couple of tweets, right? Like, if you don't keep it going, then they're going to forget about you.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I personally disagree with that sentiment. But maybe it's just the type of, like, content this person didn't want to consume. They don't like consuming tweets. They consume video, and that's what they think is content. So I consume a lot of tweets because I'm at work. I can't actually pay attention to your stream for 5 hours. I'm sorry. I want to.
I disagree for kind of a different reason. I just think Twitter is a platform. Twitter doesn't mean what content or what quality of content you produce on it. It's just a platform.
You can put videos, pictures.
Gatekeeping people who only use Twitter is, you know, excluding the people. Gunter, please. Excluding the people. Are you gonna be upset? He's still upset about the Squishmallow. Oh my gosh, please.
Yeah. All Twitch streamers, not VTubers. It's in the name. It says tuber. I don't think Twitch doesn't have tube in it. YouTube does.
Gunter, you're ruining my footage, please. Some people think VTubers are streamers. Like, that's one of their gates that they keep. So if that's their definition, I'm not a VTuber, and no one on Twitter is a VTuber. Like, no one making content on Twitter, that's not VTuber content. But you can be really good at... Gunter!
It doesn't matter what you put out. It matters more about how you put out. It matters about the things that you say. It matters more about how you present yourself. It matters more about what you're going to do consistently than that one banger. You can make one banger, you can get 100,000 followers because of that. After that, people are going to forget you just because you don't consistently put out those bangers. That's it.
Skylar, can you make me one of these bangers, please? Because, like, heck, I need it, please.
Dude, I don't know how to make bangers. I have personality. I don't have those bangers. That's the thing.
Shoot.
I think that this place is fun, but if too many people join it, it will lose the spark.
I'm gonna basically skip on this one because I think that is one of the worst takes I could hear. I don't know how to better put it. Like the more people there are, the more innovation's gonna come in.
They're thinking about this the way wrong way. They're thinking, like, there's only this much VTuber audience, and there's more VTubers than the VTuber audience eventually. Like, that's the binary going on here. I'm sure you're lovely, commenter, okay? If you're watching this, I'm sure you're lovely, but I just want to let you know you're thinking about this the wrong way. Do you think that there's too many YouTubers on YouTube? Do you think we'll ever get to the point where there's too much content on YouTube to keep up with? Of course not.
Yes. No, there is too much content to keep up with.
Well, the whole thing
that's not the problem. Like, that's just...
It's niche content for different audiences.
It is.
The nice thing is, if VTubers are able to branch out more, then you can find more niche VTuber content. You like ASMR specifically? Look, here's all these VTubers that specifically specialize in ASMR. You like scuff karaoke? Here. Lasso is actually a great example, shameless plug, of niche content that, you know, has a very specific audience for it. That's the best thing you can do as a VTuber to make it so that you have a future, no matter how many people join.
Yeah, like, being a VTuber is no longer a gimmick of itself. You have to do more with it. You can't just be a VTuber anymore. It's not 2019 if we look at the graphs from previously. Like, there's tons of VTubers out there. You have to do something else as well.
Right. Another way to think about it is this is going to happen anyways. It's like how streaming becomes super popular. VTubing is growing more and more. If you don't look at our stats, you don't have to believe in it. It doesn't matter. But it's continually growing because of the different content that's created by the VTubers, by the different industries, and how you react to it. It's gonna make or break you as a content creator. So I think the most important thing is you can accept or reject whatever is popular. But if you accept yourself as a VTuber, as a streamer, then that will help you grow in the long run.
Comment is, it's hard because of a lot of growth is done in a saturated viewer environment. Twitch, YouTube, etc. To grow, you often need to create content good enough to grab a viewer from someone else. All I have to say is, you're not grabbing viewers from other people, but like, you do have to make good stuff. Like, yeah, if you're just gonna be the next, I don't know, Yogscast, haha, funny group people.
You are old.
No.
They have their audience. They're set in stone. You're not going to steal someone. You have to make something different.
Think about your own content consuming habits. Do you have 2 content creators in your feed with the same niche? I bet you do. I follow about 70 artists that all make live 2D models, and that doesn't mean that, oh, I can only be a fan of one of them. You can have overlap in audience, and it's not stealing from someone else. What am I gonna do when Coroni stops streaming? I'm gonna go find another VTuber because I like several VTubers. It's not a 1-for-1 binary. Either you're a fan of me or you got stolen to another audience. Another mindset I'm not a fan of.
I really wish people would understand that not all VTubers are the same. Some may be family friendly, for profit, as opposed to just having fun. And people should learn to respect each other's niches. What do y'all think?
I mean, this person has a different perspective. I almost feel like by people, I don't know if they mean other VTubers or their audience. Because if it's their audience, then it almost seems like to me, they're saying, I'm trying to be different, but my audience isn't respecting that I'm not trying to partake in the common VTuber culture. That's kind of how I interpret this comment.
If they mean that by how you interpret it, it's more like that just means that they are not the people for you. That is not the community that you want. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. If they are not the people that you want to attract, then what is the loss if they are not people that you keep? You want to keep the people that are same-minded. You want to keep the people that truly understand you, because then you can feel understood.
Yeah. What about you, Lassie?
And I'll leave it at that.
Generally, I'm going to skip on this because, like, I've never encountered anyone come in and be like, why aren't you just, like, more like X?
I think this is bigger than VTubers. I think it's Twitch culture in general. You know, if you're a content creator that's going against one of the very, very common cultures found in this community, it can be a little hard. That's almost what contributed to my decision to start making videos instead. As much as, you know, I could remind newcomers, it's a losing battle. It really is. There's gonna be 5 other people who don't understand and didn't read my rules, you know?
No one reads the rules, honestly. It really sucks.
No one reads. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm not even kidding. People don't read the rules because they just assume that's all the same. They expect that they know how to, you know, interact.
And I think the longer VTubers go, the more diverse everything will get. And hopefully the more diverse our audience gets too. VTubers come in all shapes and sizes, makes and models. It's a broad but brilliant term, and I probably wouldn't be as confident in my ability to do much of anything, much less make people smile without it. So this person basically feels the opposite. They feel like instead of it being too saturated, they're very surprised at just how diverse all the content and VTuber models are. And I agree with them to some extent. I feel like there is a lot of good examples of people branching out and people making their own models in their own art styles or making new kinds of models like GIF tubers. That's something new that someone had to make it first. There's a lot of innovation, especially in the indie community. If someone wants to be different, they're gonna find a way to do it. If you look for the diversity and innovation, you will find it eventually. There's definitely some diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't know how to put this in the easy words. I'm glad someone's like, man, community's cool. I love it. I love being a part of it because, man, what you see on Twitter is the worst stuff because that's what gets traction. VTubers are great. All the like different variety of people. It's been wonderful to meet with and talk with. Thank you, random commenter. Thank you for your optimism in these dark, gloomy times.
Yeah.